Hi, my name is Magick, and this is my series on spirituality and religion, which I've already done a few videos about with regard to is there God and is there life after death, and I've done some about Mesopotamian religion and Egyptian religion. Today I want to talk about prayer, meditation and magic. So, we're all fairly familiar with what prayer is. You have a god or gods that you pray to, and basically like a conversation, I suppose, with a deity, right? This is what I was taught to believe with regards to prayer when I was raised Christian growing up. I was taught that you should basically say thank you for things, and then sorry for things, and then please, you ask for things. One thing I realised growing up, I think I was around the age of 21 at the time, when I stopped praying, was I had this problem in my mind with the concept of praying for things, with regards to an omnipotent and wise and benevolent deity. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. An all-knowing, all-powerful deity would already know what needs to be and what needs to not be, and so what difference is your praying for anything going to make? The best of all possible worlds will be manifested by said deity, and you know, where's the point then in asking for things? This idea of like there being a conflict between the idea of omnipotent, all-knowing and benevolent deity and the act of prayer seems sort of thematically related to another issue I've noticed and had in more recent years, where I've noticed a conflict between humility and asking for things. And I noticed this in certain forms of Christian belief, in particular, like the more charismatic Pentecostal kind of ones, where they'll be asking and praying for miracles, you know, and it just seems so spiritually immature, really, and selfish. It's like asking, so arrogant in a way, to think that the universe owes you anything, that God owes you anything like that. Just seems a bit arrogant to me, and yeah, lacking in humility, and it's this childlike kind of thing of give me. I don't think the universe necessarily owes you anything else. It's given you life. It's given you existence. Something which the chances are, you know, millions and millions to one that you'd even exist. That you need to be grateful, even just to be here, really. So what does the universe owe you? It gave you life. And then it's up to you to, I mean, this is the other thing about praying sometimes and asking. It's up to you to take action to create the life you want to create, you know. Don't get things handed to you on a plate. Brings me to think something like meditation. In a lot of the religions that have meditation given quite a high priority, especially Buddhism, there's really an attitude of acceptance, accepting the way that things are, finding your peace with things, you know, learning to accept, not judge, not try and force, but just accept. Obviously you've still got to do what you've got to do in life, but but that's what you can control. But it's the whole serenity for what you can't change thing, isn't it? Courage to change what you can, serenity to accept what you can't change. And I know that thing comes from a Christian source, but that shows that meditation is not exclusive. This kind of attitude, spiritual attitude, a mature spiritual attitude, I think, is not exclusive just to like Buddhism and other Eastern religions. It's in our own traditions as well. Yes, even Christianity, even Islam. What Buddhists teach about meditation is that it's kind of a stilling. It's kind of a being in the moment. So you try to just be. There is sometimes talk about emptying the thoughts of your mind, and that does seem to be part of it. But it's getting into that state of mind where you just are present in the moment, without all these distractions that our minds create. You know, our minds are always like tied to the past or worried about the future. We do that a lot. But there's something to be said for just being still in the moment, and that, I think, is what meditation is all about. Obviously, traditionally in Buddhist practice, it's sitting silently and focusing on the breath or whatever and things like that. But I mean, within other traditions like paganism, there is a lot more talk about other ways of meditation. You can do it through music, through dance and drumming and all that. But it's about getting into that state of mind, really, where you're present in the moment and you're open, I suppose, to the spiritual.